Everyone, I think I'm about to say something that's going to make a lot of you people mad, but I think this has to be said. So Rick Riordan has written 5 main actual book series while he's been writing in the Percy Jackson universe. You got Percy Jackson, the Olympians. What am I saying? Percy Jackson, the Olympians, Heroes of Olympus, Trials of Apollo, Magnus Chasing the Gods of Asgard, and the Kane Chronicles. And he's dropped little Easter eggs in all these series to prove that they're all connected. I'd say the most disconnected one is the Kane Chronicles, but that's besides the point. They're all connected. And if I were to rank the series just really quickly, it'd be Percy Jackson at number 1, Heroes of Olympus number 2, Kane Chronicles number 3, Trials of Apollo number 4, and Magnus Chase number 5. Now I know a lot of people are like, whoa, Magnus Chase at number 5, what? Guys, it's time for us all to admit to ourselves that the Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard series is not that great. I'm not somebody who's going to come on here and glaze Rick Riordan just because I like some of his books. I'm not going to say that everything that he writes is immaculate and everything is great. Magnus Chase is not that great. Like, I've been doing a reread of all of his books over the past half year, and the Magnus Chase books were the hardest to get through. And you want to know why? Because they have a bunch of crap fluff in them. Almost nothing that the characters do in those books matters at all to the plot. Like in the second book, they go bowling. They just go bowling. Like, they're trying to do something by bowling, but they're still bowling. Like, why are they bowling? In the third book, the main character's ship that they're sailing on somehow magically ends up in the mead cup of a giant. And then they have to somehow work their way out of that situation and try and get the giant not to kill them. But of course, even though that accidentally happened, somehow the giant has information that the main characters need, which they couldn't have completed their quest without. It's just a lot of coincidences happening. There's just too much stuff in those books that makes that just doesn't matter at all, like you don't care about. Like, you can look at every single Percy Jackson book and you can look at scenes that happen and you can say that matters to the plot. They did that with intention. Sure, some stuff happens by coincidence, but it still matters. In Magnus Chase, none of it matters. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry, guys, but it's the truth. The only reason those books have an ounce of goodness is because Annabeth is in them. And Percy shows up at the beginning of the last book for a little bit. Other than that, they have no redeeming qualities. Go ahead and get in the comments and prove me wrong if you dare.